Now, on to opposition lawmakers, the G60. Opposition lawmakers in the House of Representatives, known as G60, have said that they uncovered a plot that the People's Democratic Party acting national chairman, Umar Damagum, and the National Working Committee have allegedly sold the party and secretly filed court papers to bring back sacked 27 lawmakers of Rivers State House of Assembly back to office to revive plan to allegedly remove Governor Similayi Fubara. At a World Press Conference held in Abuja on Thursday, the lawmakers displayed evidence of the court affidavit filed by PDP using FCT Minister Yeson Wike's lawyer, Joshua Musa San, as a counsel. Speaking at the press conference, the spokesperson of the G60 lawmakers, Honorable Ikenga Uguchinya, described the court documents as shameful act of betrayal and evidence of a compromised National Working Committee that must be dissolved immediately. Let me start with you, Honorable Don. What is your take on this development and accusation by Uguchinya?
You see, it's so unfortunate. Because I know that this time people perceive a lot of things, and once they perceive, they come on air and then they begin to talk. There are also accusations and counter-accusations that whatever is referred to the G60, which I don't know the meaning, G60, we've also heard that they are also being influenced one way or the other. It's political. It's political. Let's tell ourselves the truth.
Okay. If I get you, you're questioning who the G60 members are, and you're also questioning their intent and interest in Rivers State.
Where are they coming from?
Okay.
Where are they coming from? What is their interest? What is their interest? Now, the issue is this. If you say that they have perceived, it's a mere speculation. It's a mere speculation. I've always said it. This period, actors should be guided by the comments that they make. Umar Damagum, being the national chairman of the party, in fact, by law, the party is a legal personality, and they have the right to sue and be sued. And I want to even mention something very clear here. You know, I was very reserved on these issues. You know, I didn't want to delve too much because even after knowing the intrigues, you know, that this matter is coming up with, I didn't want to delve into it because part of it was sub judice. I didn't. But, you know, in order to clear the air a bit, you see, we don't talk about the issue of defection, you know, that the 27 lawmakers, Rivers State lawmakers, defected to another party. The question is, what are the conditions? Have they fulfilled those conditions for defection? Section 306 of this Constitution makes provision for what we call notice of resignation.
Okay.
Notice of resignation. That for any member or anybody to resign from any elected office or by appointment, it must be by notice of resignation. And it is a general umbrella provision. It is not for political parties, for House of Assembly members, for senators or whatever have you. Where these members, did they even tender any notice of resignation? Because this whole thing is coming from 27 lawmakers purportedly.
And of course, the words, when you read down the story, the words have come out to even say at some point that they've not received any resignation letter from the
party said we have not received.
So does that mean that even though these 27 lawmakers have acted and even said it, as long as there was no notice of resignation to their parties, whatever it is they've said is null and void?
It is not by saying, I want to marry. Easy marriage. I will make steps to marry. I will take list. I will begin to pay something. That's commitment to marriage. I want to marry.
But until
or I have married.
you pay the dowry, the bride price, you've not married.
You have
yet.
not.
Okay.
This gentleman, you see, I even consider, see, this is the highest power play I've ever seen in recent times. I'm telling you, because the conditions of the law have not been fulfilled. I'm sure the Supreme Court is in tandem with this provision. Notice of resignation. Accepting the notice of resignation by the party where you are coming out from. And then making it public to say, okay, these persons are no longer with us, and declaring those seats vacant.
So two things are at play now. First of all, the 27 lawmakers have not tendered any notice of resignation to the award. To the best
of my knowledge, there's no formal resignation.
And again, they've not even been suspended by the award. They remain members. Is that what you're saying? Of course, there's no formal resignation. So as it stands, to the best of my knowledge, as it stands, if there's any, I want anybody to, bring it forward. So now, what you're saying, Honorable Don, is as it stands, the 27 lawmakers remain members of PDP. They remain member of the party. According to the law. According to the law, and to even INEC some days back, I wrote back, I'm sure that they copied the governor of Rivers State. Okay. That you see, all the members that were elected on the platform of the party to the House, in our eyes, are still members of the House. Pending when the court will. So what we practice is the pure law theory. I've always said it here openly, that the pure law theory, school jurists have said it is only what the court will act on. That is law. All right. Mr. Zoe, what do you have to say?
See, well, in a very unfortunate situation, you see, most time people now click to the law. People now married to the law when it has to do with their interests. I want to ask my legal friend here a simple question. All right. If these 27 House of Assembly members have succeeded in their bigger goal to impeach the governor, if they have succeeded in impeaching the governor, will you be sitting here and cite this section of the Constitution to tell Nigerians that by the actions these people carried out, they have not defected and they are still members of the PDP? I'm coming, that's one. Two, in a state like Rivers State, with what all this that is happening, you still hold it, in spite of the fact that these people have come even before the House. The leader of the House has at that material time read out their position, why they are defecting. Even they have carried at sea. It mustn't. Tell me, give me any example in recent time in our democracy where this particular section of the law that you are emphasizing, with all the cross-carpeting, whether the Nationals of Assembly, the Senate, the House of Reps, especially during election, they have been cross-carpeting, people are moving from one part. Tell me which person has fulfilled this particular condition you're talking about. They have always done it in one word or the other by public expression. Before you know it, in the Senate House, somebody will stand up and say, I am moving from PDP to APC. I am moving from APC to PDP. And it has been carried. With all the actions, this House of Assembly member, my learned friend, see, it is very important. It is very important we educate, we give the right perception, perspective of issues to Nigerians, especially the uninformed, the ordinary Nigerians, so that they have appreciation of what is happening in our society. For us to stay here and look for one side of the Constitution to claim that in spite of all the actions of these 27 House of Assembly members, you still consider them as PDP member, and in the eyes of the law, they have not defected. Tell me, answer that question. If they have succeeded in impeaching the governor, will you still hold the same position?
Two questions.
Yes. Let me answer you. You see, the problem is court of public analysis, court of law.
There are two different things. And the law is not emotional. It's not emotional. Right.
Okay. It's not. It's more. There are elements of morality, equity, and justice. That's what make up law. What this other aspect of society is looking at is court of
public opinion.
Public opinion.
And their sentiments can play.
Yeah, of course.
Sentiments
they
and
don't like
speculations
it.
can
This
play out.
person, what he has done is wrong. They don't like it. They are not subject to deeper analysis. And what is what the law will be doing? Law will go into deeper analysis. Now, if they have succeeded to impeach the governor, of course, do you think the governor would not have challenged that impeachment? He would have done so. Do you understand? If they have succeeded, which in my own ordinary view, I am saying that I prefer that the peace in Rivers State should have continued to be. I am not in sympathy with the fact that, oh, there is crisis in the state now. It doesn't help anybody. Even myself that is here, it doesn't help me. So I am saying that it would have been that there is peace in Rivers State. However, if the governor was impeached or if the assembly members, were succeeded to have impeached the governor would not have sat down, because by this also law, he has the right to also fight for his reinstatement. You understand? So, because the court will be looking at the processes.
Right.
Did he follow the processes? And it is this same constitution that some of us are saying, oh, he's not giving one side the win and then the other side. It is this same constitution that would have still given the governor the opportunity to either win or lose the matter. So I feel that, one, here, the governor would have had the opportunity to fight for the for reinstatement, challenge impeachment or whatever. And then the issue of reading the notices to the House. Like I told you, see, one thing the law does, for me, as I speak to you today, for me, those is, I don't follow what the public will be saying. Those 27 lawmakers are still lawmakers in the eyes of the law, pending when the court will make a proper determination in that regard.
I agree with
now,
you. You have said. I agree with you to that extent.
You have said that
very quickly,
they have read their positions. Is that the position of the law?
Is that the position of the law?
I'm asking you.
To the extent that the court should decide their fate, I agree with you. But remember, don't also forget, this same PDP have already filed earlier, declaring that these people are no longer members of the PDP. The same people have come, the same party has come again, that they are members of their party. Remember, the National Publicity Secretary of the PDP, they filed a case against these 27 hours of.
They have not.
You are not aware of that?
No. Okay. That's misinformation.
The point is, they are just, let's take about, they are just playing politics. It's an internal politics. Of course, you know that. The ministers, you can see the hand of the minister in the party at every level. You can see it. They are playing politics. But I will just agree with him. Let the court decide. I will, of course, let the court decide. Until the court comes up, let the court decide. That is where I agree with my learned friend.
Choma, the issue is that I hope all of us know that all of you are in the same party, PDP.
I am not.
No, you are not.
That is the unfortunate. That is the unfortunate situation we found ourselves.
It is.
That is why our democracy has been mad.
The PDP. Recently, I think is in suit number FACPHCS 190/2024. Now before a federal high court, the PDP is now filing a joinder. Okay, the PDP is now filing a joinder to that suit, because if you are not joined as a party in a matter, no matter how beautiful you say, I don't follow, you cannot fly. That it is now the PDP is filing a joint. The PDP will not have been appropriated at the same time. It is not that they are filing a joinder, to say that, see, we have not received anything from
to conclude, what my learned friend said.
I didn't know you are a lawyer.
What he just said, that all of us are in PDP. It goes to tell you what I say, that Nigerian democracy is functioned on the basis of strong men instead of strong institutions.
So according to you, to summarize this, the defected lawmakers did not tender any notice of notification.
To my knowledge.
And as long as the Constitution provides that they must tender notice of resignation to the party. They have not defected. So as it stands, they are still PDP members.
The party have said
I won't be surprised. Commissioners who resigned voluntarily came back to the executive. So I won't be surprised if the House of Assembly members come back and eat their words.
Thank you so much, Mr. Zoyi, for coming on Open Conversation.
Thank you very much.
And thank you, Barrister Don, for coming
Please
on.
let the actors. What I want to say before we close is that let the actors. I want to beg the governor of the state, His Excellency Mr. Similayi Fubara, to please, you know, try to toe the line of peace as well as the FCT minister.
As much as the other faction stop ambushing the governor, as far as the House of Assembly member stop ambushing the governor, there will be peace in Rivers.
YouTube, Atlantic Television Network, Instagram and TikTok.